tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start to. Once upon a time I was falling in love, and now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can do, total eclipse of the heart.
Let me just remember to turn off the reverb first. But hello everyone, it's me, Josh Akujo, your local grocery store VTuber, coming live at you on a not Saturday, it's Thursday night. It is currently 8 p.m. where I am. Tonight we are going to be playing a game as part of this vacation, like other game affair, you know, break from our usual stuff, playing a little bit of games that I wouldn't normally play. It's just that I wouldn't think about streaming, I guess. No, it's not even that I wouldn't think about streaming. It's that, well, the main point is, of course, we're taking a break from Persona and Red Dead 2 until I come back from vacation. So we're taking this opportunity to play games, like just different games. So we played already, like Refined Self. What else are we playing? I already forgot. Refined Self, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. I remember that. The other one was Duck Detective. There you go. Duck Detective Secret Salami. And then that's it. Is that it? Did we play anything else afterwards? Because I think the last thing that I played was no, wait, what did we do on Tuesday? Oh, right. We played Shashingo. That's right. But today we are going to be playing a game called Tavern Talk, which is well, from what I've seen, quite similar to Coffee Talk as well. Coffee Talk. Of course, that is the game where we make drinks for people and listen to their troubles. So I'm assuming it's somewhat similar, but in a more fantasy setting, because this Tavern Talk features like fantasy races and all that. I did watch, I think, yeah, I watched one or two people play this game before, but I've never played it myself. But I have played Coffee Talk 1 and 2, so I guess you could say I'm quite proficient in drink mixing. Although I don't know how the drink mixing is going to be like here. I should also play Valhalla. That's like, I don't know if it's cyberpunk. Would you say it's kind of like cyberpunk like that? Similar, you know, you make drinks and you listen to people's troubles and all that. We're Midnight Diner, except we're serving drinks and looks. Not. I lowered the volume a little bit just to be sure. I can never tell whether or not these things are too high or low. So I how would you say, I rely on y'all for that. I think these should be fine. I don't think there's really anything too strenuous graphic wise. If not, well, I guess I'll have to turn that off another time. Let's see. Make sure this thing's working too. Yay! Good. Animated text, large journal UI, font size. Boop, boop. We'll do that. Twitch channel. What? I could do that. Josh. Oops. Cujo. Okay. Nah, we won't do that. It's fine. Maybe, had I known that was a thing, maybe I'd have done it beforehand. But I don't know what it does, so I'm going to abstain from doing that right now. So let's start. Tavern Talk. Am I also a multi-time linear being capable of immense, like, power? Capable of absolute devastation? Not devastation. We're there to save the earth, I guess, in that game. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what we're looking at. I see a tree. There's no, there's nothing quite like a fantasy setting with a big tree. And it's usually called like either the world tree or it's called like Yggdrasil or something like that. Wait, what was it called? Yeah, it was called the world tree in Xenoblade 2, was it not? It's called, well, the place inside of it was called Elysium. The world tree, Xenoblade. Yeah, it was called the world tree. That is what it's called. Or the beanstalk. Or the beanstalk. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I see dragons in that as well. I see a wanted poster. I see a cute little dragonish thing. I've seen that character before from when I watched someone else play this game. And he just like tubby little lizard thing. Is he a dragon? Huh. I'm guessing the drawing on the left is going to be the tavern. The tavern. Wanted wall. Sheesh. Wanted. Starpick Goldleaf, banned for trying to share their coffee and coffee beans with Ondu. Wanted Crash, banned for sleep eating other characters' foods. Wanted Daranuli Cave Flayer, Chaos Helm, banned for gathering all of the shiny tavern decorations and hiding them under the bar after drinking too much coffee. Why are people acting crazy from drinking coffee? I know it kind of makes it hyper, but like, they're doing this as if they're getting drunk from it, which, I mean, alcoholic coffee does exist, so. Oh my god, I accidentally... I almost spilled a whole bunch of tea on me. Wanted Zalesk, banned for biting the hand that fed him. I wonder if these are people's OCs, you know, kind of like backers for this game. I don't know if this is one that was like Kickstarter kind of thing, you know, Patreon, and then whoever donated or contributed was on this wanted wall, or if these are characters within the game. Wanted Aether, reason for banning, angering the dice gods. Wanted Fang, banned for stealing a barrel, needed as a dragon mug. Wanted Professor Kivalia, not a real professor, banned for bringing trouble to the tavern, which we definitely didn't need and don't want to have again. Wanted Meta, drunkenly summoned frogs and toads into the establishment. Wow, there's a lot of here. There's a lot in here. 2, 3. Whoa. Actually, that is quite a lot. I was gonna go through them all, but I didn't realize there was gonna be so many. Okay. Now let's do it. My pronouns would be he, him, they, them. He, him. Yeah, he, him. Do. Fisoa.
Once upon a time in a world far,
Hey,
far
you leave
away,
the narration to me. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
in a
Take it away.
realm ruled by dragons and magic.
And dungeons.
Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern.
Mine!
My tavern.
Is my tavern. How neat.
A
How
place
magical
for
looking.
anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody.
To everyone.
Even
Even that
outdoors,
bird.
I suppose. But I'm
Dude.
not just
Well,
your
as long as that
typical
bird pays for their drinks, I don't mind.
My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious.
Or if I don't like them, I could sabotage them by
It's
giving them a
used to know,
debuff.
I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
TPK. Total party. That's me. I did that. This group of adventurers came into my tavern once. I served them drinks. I haven't heard from them since. It's all, I don't know. Have you heard of them? Oh, they were eaten by a dragon. Yeah. Yeah, they did ask for fire resistance. You know, like as a buff, and I accidentally gave them water breathing. Hi, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? I said Fable. Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I gotta take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Amaranthian Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very... exciting. Who am I kidding? My life's as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling, and sauces are as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. My favorite, almonds. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? Yeah. It's an adventure to, well, hospital. Well, I guess there could be a hospital. I don't know if it'd be called a hospital. It'd be called something. No, I don't think that counts as I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is you're missing some spice? Oh, no. I have a sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that Spice Girls song. Yeah, that's a Spice Girls song, right? Spice up your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flake, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom. I see. Do you know that feeling? When nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Have you tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Yeah, why not? You know what would help you? Bay leaves? Yeah, bay leaves would work. Chicken bouillon cube would definitely help. Mm-hmm. What else? You could have anything in there. Let's add some pasta to the soup. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yeah, I think that's a point. I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live the same green super routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out of there and see something. Get out there? Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, saying mighty tricks. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph? That's very daring. Sounds like a good song opening to me. That was the whole song, actually. Pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. Very spicy. Sounds like a good song opening. Yeah, good job. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it. Because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. Then make a song about the things you wish to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? Oh, they better. Otherwise, they have to do menial tasks and blow up a huge onion on the moon. No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Character information unlocked. Fable. Kin, elf, age 110. Pronouns they, them. Ranger, Ashen Grove. Background, Ashen Grove. Alignment, neutral, good. Arcana, the Hanged Man. Oh, they have Arcanas, I see. Fable. Verafina is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet and gentle soul, and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything really. Their nut allergy probably doesn't help either. In a forest, too. What other things do I have here? Rumors, quests, log. Oh, that's a strange place to put dialogue log. All right. Recipes, the Frosted Lagoon. I'll take a look at that later. Ignis, Cantio, Pluma. Strength, Charisma, Dexterity. Oh, okay, these ones. Okay, they correspond to each part. Gotcha. I'm gonna make sure I kill these adventurers. Can they die? can they? Discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. Wouldn't mind a jingle. Yeah. Free advertisement for me. Nah, I'm kidding. I'll pay ya. In drinks. And exposure. Isn't that what people want? Not money. People want exposure. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? You really want to see nymphs, don't you? I'd prefer if you didn't. What? 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 I don't like nymphs? Doesn't that make me racist? Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. I said, yes, please. There you go. That means a swift strike. In case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. I'm having trouble keeping track already. I'm not even 30 minutes into the stream. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. You really love nymphs, huh? Why don't you go out there and meet one already? Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, I actually would need that. Really? Yeah. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron? Or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Never ask a medieval tavern how they make their drinks. You're not gonna like it. Howdy there, Wonder Chef. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. How are you? I need to put you in the background, just a little chest in the background. A mimic. It fits the setting, wouldn't you say? Dude, can you just like be on that shelf right there? I just need you like right. Oh no, not the game. Oh no. My goodness. Move. Why doesn't this thing move? There you go. I need you like right there. Right there. Or maybe there. That would work too. How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. Hey, there's a little thing. A little shit thing. This guy. I don't know what he is. He's a little tubby little lizard thing. Look at it. Look at his eyes bulging out like that. I don't think that's healthy for it. I imagine it gets dry eyes very frequently. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful. Haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. You want the swift strike? I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. But I'm sure I know what was asked of me. I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I could use a chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored into 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma.
I think this dexterity sounds the tastiest.
I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Ondu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. No, do tell me. Do tell me. Alcoholic little dragon. I mean, dragons usually in fantasy are very, full of vice. They're very greedy little shits who hoard gold and all that. So I can imagine that a dragon might like getting drunk as well. Like there's here like dragons that are just like get off on drinking as much alcohol as possible. And I feel like that's also a trope in anime, where like there is a very powerful magical being, right? That's very old, and then they turn into a woman or just a human in general. And their whole thing is that they really like alcohol. So I can imagine that. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. You've got this. Okay, so I need... In order to make a swift strike, be a leaf on the wind with a swift strike. This is a must-have for any dexterity-devoted adventurer who grants you the agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. And it's easy drink. With an order this delicious, there you go, you'll exceed any dwarf's kill count in no time. Draw. So what? I just make it all. Oh, I think I'm supposed to. I get. I'm supposed to like mix it so that it looks like that. Right? Right? Oh, there you go. Hello? Wait, what? What do you want me to do, huh? Oh, there you go. That was... Boom. Is that easy? No? Looks like I might need a little bit of this thing. Yeah. And then lastly, it looks like it just needs a little bit of that. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much. Yeah, here you go, buddy. Go ahead and drink that. Oh, I can... Oh, I see. I don't have to do the whole thing. Well, there's that. Here. Have all that. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Oh, okay. Last one's probably this one then. Stuff like that. There we go. Okay, it tells me, Ondu tells me whenever I made a drink successfully. Here you go. Go primordial vortex. Make this drink for me. How are you doing that? They do everything else. I just give it the ingredients. Whatever is inside of that vortex does the rest. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of. Aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe. But how would I know if I never try? You actually want to try? Well, yeah. I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. Now tell me. Oh, hello there. Dark, gloomy, thief, rogue? I don't know. I don't know anything about D&D. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Who else? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Drinkable. Very specific. Thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma wouldn't hurt. Sure. Whatever. so I will now make a spoken heart. Sweet, sparkling in taste, spoken heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Can I have that? I would like that. Can I? I want. Give me that. We go with this one all the way to the top. We fill it up. And boop. There we go. Okay, that's a bit too much now, ain't it? Just a little bit here. Here, you could have that. Next is a little bit of power. And lastly, this one. There you go. Spoken heart. Have fun being able to tell what's inside of your power. Unlimited power. It should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. What? Did you just leave? You took your drink and left? Okay. Wait, you didn't even pay me. Unless this is a situation where I do this for free. In which case, they still need to pay me. I'm kidding. Why not a tip, huh? Drinks are not to go. Right. Why would you... Where are you going? There are no other tables here. Maybe there are. Maybe. There's like stalls. This is the counter. Maybe there are booths somewhere. You just took your drink, huh? How dare they? I don't have their name now, do I? No, not yet. Out of there. What was your name again? Fable. I don't know why I thought for some reason your name was like Alvina or something. Fable, Verafina. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Fable? I keep saying Fable. Let me lick my lips real quick. Not that. Lip balm. There we go. What are you thinking about, Fable?
Just dreams.
Yours? Someone else's?
Mine. Other people seem to have courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that?
Isn't that up to you?
I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do.
And is that what you want to do? And is that what you want to do?
Yeah. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure boredom will feel like a bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I can never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right?
Yeah, I'm going on vacation too.
I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me.
And you should do what your heart desires.
Will it stop aching then?
I think so, yeah.
What if it's wrong to leave though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave?
What if it did?
That would be a dream come true.
Your own genie, Fable. Your adventure starts with you. And the world ends with you as well.
Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day.
I don't have a name in this one. In Coffee Talk, I just put my name. No, I put my name as Mr. Cujo. That's right. I wish I could call myself that too. Hello.
Hi.
Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? Big.
You own this establishment, Innkeep?
Last I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Caerlin. Caerlin? Could either be Caerlin, Caerlin. I'll say Caerlin. You can call me Caerlin. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Caerlin. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. You want one? You could have a look at my notice board. Oh, I have quests. It might kind of makes me like a little like guild center. If I was ever isekai'd in a fantasy setting, I would either be a just shopkeep, a little shopkeep for adventurers, or I would want to work at the guild center as a shopkeep in the guild center. It's the difference. One handles monster stuff. One just deals regular stuff. I mean, I would also deal regular stuff, but also monster stuff. And that would make it cool. And I could be like, hey, traveler, it's nice to see you again. I'm glad you didn't die. Now, what do you have for me today? And then it's like that. And then the main character comes in and does the thing where they overachieve. And there's like a huge, very, very well-preserved dragon fang. Is like, oh my god, I've never seen a quality like this before. And I'll be that character. Except I'm isekai, but I'm also an NPC. The whole point is that I'm isekai, I'm supposed to be the hero, but I chose not to do it, so they had to bring someone else. And I just wanted to be an NPC. But that's if I get isekai'd. Do you want one? You could have a look at my notice board.
No. No quests for me. But I may have one for you. Or your notice board.
Tell me more.
Heard of a werewolf making up trouble in Tregrin. Terrorizing farmers. Turned sheep apart. The whole program.
A werewolf? It's news to me.
Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade. That was far south in Arove. And wondering if it's the same one. Just moving up like a nomad.
I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Are you referencing Twilight? Why?
Yes, that one
book called, I guess if it would be Sunlight or some shit. It'd be complete opposite. It would be Sunlight.
You mean the one with the vampires?
Think so.
Nah, that'll just split society into two camps. Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep?
Team Vampire, Team Werewolf. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this in a different context. Did you like the Cirque du Freak books by Darren Shan? Were you a Cirque du Freak guy, or were you a Demonata series guy by the same guy, Darren Shan? Because he made both of those. In one, of course, Cirque du Freak, the main character was a vampire. And in the Demonata series, one of the main characters is a werewolf, becomes a werewolf. Which one did I like better? Did I like the Cirque du Freak books, or did I like the Demonata series? The Demonata series was very, very graphic. And it was very brain tingling for little old me back in middle school or some shit. It was fine. I think I read I read all of both series though. But did I like the Demonata? I mean, between the two, quite frankly. I like the idea of a werewolf more. So, werewolf.
Is it the fur or the pecs?
Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so.
I mentioned to ask for details.
Don't. How about you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Keep guessing.
Has anyone ever told you that you could pass for a werewolf?
Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one.
I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself?
Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad saying that, fella. You know, Hunchbacked, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? Can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga.
Sorry to hear that.
Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule or before you know it. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow.
What was that? Someone just got banned. I bet they were trying to sell me more freaking viewers. I kind of want to see what happens. Let me look at my mod view real quick, because I want to see what bad is being said. Yep, no, it was just cheap viewers again. Of course. It always is, isn't it? Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves?
Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah?
Right. Anything else that might help get done with? Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly?
Fetch.
Pardon me?
They should get into should they get into a dangerous situation, I'll just have to start playing fetch.
That works?
On any dog. Trust me.
Good to know. Thanks, Caerlin. Why am I saying it like that?
It's not that hard. Either Caerlin, Care, or Lynn.
Gotcha, Lynn. Gotcha, Caerlin. Gotcha, Care. I like Lynn better. Gotcha, Lynn.
Alright, Chief. You got a name or is it just Innkeep? Got a name or is it just Innkeep?
Just Sangngg for now.
Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, and before I venture on, got a drink for me?
Of course. What would you like?
I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me that watered down muck instead.
Okay, something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. What do I got? That's very strength. That's very strength. Vukakin. How do I pronounce that? I thought it might be like a D&D thing. No, they say it. No, I guess it's just a Tavern talk. Exclusive. Age 36, pronounced she, her, class B Slayer. Background, Erove. Alignment chaotic good, Arcana, the Chariot. Where are you from? You are from Erove. Where's Erove? Oh, wow. Each of these has a... Of course they do. Flavor text. I love it. Love flavor text. Let me see here. The Banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully hyperbole. Now like right there. The werewolf previously has been seen in Erove, a southern town. A nomad? Or do they have a goal in mind? The Vukakin, Caerlin told me about a werewolf who is roaming around triggering a potential threat to villagers. Werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. Okay, our drinks, something with a lot of strength. The Southern Brawler is a perfect combination of offense and defense. Dominated by the picante aroma of Ignis. This drink is served fiery hot or ice cold, depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. Well, let's try it. You may as well, right? Can I save at any point here? Escape. Save. Oh, I can. Good. I'm gonna need that.
Now then, let's start pouring this shit.
Boop. Good. Next one, we're gonna have a little bit of you. Just until there. Good. Oh, that might be too much. Here you go, buddy. Drink this. Good job. Yes. And then lastly, Defange. The Southern Brawler. Order up, eldritch being who makes my drinks. Drink with 0 water is requested.
Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks.
Where you head from here?
Perhaps back west, to the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of.
What kind of business?
What kind of business? Personal business.
Care to elaborate?
No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya?
No.
My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so...
She's... she a cowboy with the... Am I supposed to give her a what do you call it, a twang or something?
Might as well humor her.
And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself?
Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead.
Certainly unconventional.
That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face.
Past haunts everyone willing to listen.
Do you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing.
You started this conversation.
And I'm ending it.
Alright. Well then. If you find any more rumors for me and need aid, don't shy away from coming back.
I'm more of a lone wolf.
Don't do groups.
But sure. For more work, I'll be back.
I'll be waiting.
Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste.
I could use some help, please. I've never played this game before.
Fine. I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup.
This is where I stored all the rumors I've collected.
I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the best next step would be storing that matching snippets of your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quests. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it?
Got it. Thanks for your help, Lynn.
Put it on my tab.
That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Sounds like she left. Alright then. Let's assemble this quest. Let's do this one. The Volkakin. Is that a... No. Yeah, no, there it is. I was about to say, is that a yes? Yep, it is. Werewolf. Last one, werewolf secret. Whoop. A werewolf on detours. A reticent Vukakin passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Tregrin from Erove. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take this quest? Save Tregrin from this werewolf mayhem. Here we go. And this one is, I think, those ones are still incomplete. Here you go, buddy. I don't know what you are. You're just here. And you know what? I'm happy for it. I like the company. Let me play with my controller now. Act 1. The Wayfarer's Inn. Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the Wake. Start day. Oh, you took the quest? The quest that I just put up? You're gonna be fighting a werewolf, Fable? What do you have there, Fable?
I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregrin. Is that true?
It is indeed.
Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday?
Not yet.
What kind of hero are you? Looking for?
One who knows their way around a difficult terrain. Woods even. Perhaps one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest.
I'm good with a bow.
Yes, Fable.
And I know my way around the woods.
I know, Fable.
Just say you want it. It's okay.
You want to take the quest. It's fine.
Take it. And maybe I want the quest.
Just maybe?
No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been thinking about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, that's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year. They're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet.
And then?
I didn't think that far ahead.
I see.
Or rather, I did. Then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I had to go on the quest. But then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I'd have to go on the quest.
Like that.
And I had to fight a werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf. Which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead? And then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead. Because of the werewolf.
That's quite a turn.
So maybe I should put the quest back.
Fable?
Yeah?
You want to tell me, do you want me to tell you to take the quest?
Maybe.
I can't make this decision for you.
Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. And slimes make me crazy. It's like crazy. I was crazy once.
I met slimes less anxious than you.
You've met slimes?
The tavern's open to everyone, and sometimes I put them in a drink. You never know. You want a little bit of it's like agar. It's like gelatin, you know, maybe it just makes it a little bit thicker.
Oh, right. What do slimes drink?
Anything. Water, more slime, bones.
You sell bones?
Only to slimes.
Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. I'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor.
I think I'd had a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable?
In general?
I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead.
Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses.
I do want to go on the quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses.
But it would make a good start of a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods. The world. The worms.
Excuse me. Excuse me again, burp. The worms?
They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what may happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy.
Is there something making you feel like you might fail?
Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf?
We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice.
It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind me of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident.
I don't know if that's supposed to be like a hyphenated thing, Mari Morgan, or if she's my apologies, or if they are saying Mari and then correcting themselves, Morgan incident.
Or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me.
Mari Morgan incident? Your first encounter with the Hydra? Why does no one want to spend time with you? The Mari Morgan incident? What do I want to know from Fable here? Let me see here. Oops, wrong one. Hey, let me go back. Am I not allowed to go back that much? Wait. Oop, there we go. We don't know what it's thirsty for. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Tell me about this, Hydra. Actually, I don't know if that... Let's talk about the Mari Morgan incident. Maybe it'll give me more context on another quest or something like that.
Yes, the Mari Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia word didn't get around. It's my very first adventure. The chance to finally escape from the daily grind.
What happened?
An adventuring party was underway, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to these sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to every...
I thought for a moment there, oh my god. I'm so sorry. I keep misgendering. They. Fable, they, them, Fable. Gotcha. Okay. I thought they were talking about fog bears, like a creature that is a fog bear. But no, they're saying, and the fog bears great danger. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Trigrin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Hey! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous?
New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression. My bad luck got in the way.
How did it go wrong?
I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared. But my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. Couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason I led them along the path no one should ever take. Past the riverbank in the Shivermere, home to the Mari Morgan.
Okay, so I guess it's a hyphenated name. Mari Morgan.
You know the Mari Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared and in the end...
Oh, do you think that might be the ghoul? Yeah, the ghoul, a banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. In the riverbanks of the Shivermere hides a Mari Morgan, a wrathful spirit prone to drowning men, women, and everything in between. How inclusive.
For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared and in the end... They had to save me. We fought the creature and we finally found a way...
I thought for a moment there that they accidentally led the party to to their death.
We fought the creature and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog kept away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse.
Hey, think of it this way, you know, adventures lead such short lives. You're not gonna see a lot of old adventurers. So there's a chance that, you know, the adventures that you led died somewhere else. And there will be no one who would remember your blunder. Except me, because you told me about it, but I meant other people. And don't worry, my lips are sealed.
I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventures.
But you didn't.
But I didn't.
Your first encounter? Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me everything. I need all the information I can.
Well, just the day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it had fire breath it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales matches my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the river of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things are changing as Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't find the answer, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, as it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore and I ran back, apologized and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea.
Did you get it some?
Yeah,
And you completed its quest.
3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died.
Would-haves are about as useful. Would-haves. Would-haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. You change nothing.
I suppose you have a point.
Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky.
I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat.
Did that happen once?
Once? I wish it had been once.
Just.
Seems like my whole life only follows the path that's most embarrassing.
I feel that. I feel like the world moves in the same timing as me for everything that would make things awkward. And I try my best to avoid it. If I see someone else, like approaching a door at the same speed as me, I try to go slower so that we don't have this thing where we awkwardly bump into each other and we have to figure out who's going to open the door or something like that. But also not too far enough that they end up opening the door for me, but I'm still far away and I have to pick up my step. You know what I mean? But no, everything happens in a way that makes it way awkward for me.
Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things.
You're too harsh on yourself, Fable.
Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. I guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing.
Weeping?
Like a baby. All day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I never felt so heartbroken.
I'm sorry. Sounds horrible, Fable.
It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with picking flowers.
There is if they're the wrong flowers. Imagine if I had offered them to the adventurers, or even worse, the Hydra. That would have been so embarrassing.
I don't think gifting others flowers to make them a little happier is embarrassing. And it would have made for a good story to laugh about together.
I don't think they would have laughed about it with me, more at me.
Maybe they would laugh with you, if you choose not to run away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humor to people that haven't actually shown you such a thing yet. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself.
That would be nice. Innkeeper?
Yeah?
Do you like spending time with me?
Nah, not really. I'm kidding. Sure. Yeah, why not, Fable? Fable.
Really?
Of course. Seeing your face in my tavern brightens even the cloudiest of days. Please, never stop coming around.
I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone. Thank you.
That's because you're not alone. Not as long as my tavern and I are here.
You better not go anywhere.
Not planning on it. Anyhow. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here.
But how can I not be, when everything I touch falls apart?
You know that isn't true.
You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller.
What was it? Everything grows around me, but oh, okay, got it.
Except zucchinis. Can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of.
I'll have to find that out then.
Like, on a quest. Like, on a quest? On a quest?
For example?
Don't you think I'm a little underleveled?
Do you think that will change it? Do you think that will change by sitting around?
I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better?
The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? So what if okay, got it. 4 hands are better than 2. And who knows? You might even end up forming a party.
Oh.
And besides, if it's the perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. Let me try that again. And besides, if it's the perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever.
I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick.
That's the spirit.
Okay. I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero. Charmer of nymphs. And going to embark on this quest and save the villagers.
Am going.
And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right?
Yeah. Good job. I'll leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey?
Yes. Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet? so the werewolf won't see me coming?
Isn't that just a swift strike again?
Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or perhaps something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I'll leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing.
Diplomacy or dexterity? Which one do I go for? So it's either going to be the swift strike, agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy, or the spoken hard, persuasive abilities. I mean, I'm pretty sure they would be fast regardless. So maybe the best thing would be maybe diplomacy is the correct thing after all. We don't need to kill it. We don't know what it wants. It's just a rumor after all. Or it is incredibly dangerous and I'm about to lead Fable to their doom. Where's it? Oh, there you go. Save. Let's make sure we don't kill Fable. Yeah, let's go for this one. That one. Spoken hard. Right? Yeah, charisma. How do I do that? Oh, there you go. Sorry. With the mouse, you just like press on the chalk. But with the controller, you have to press a different button. So, let's go with this one. All the way up here. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Here, drink some of that. Thank you. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, that might have been too much. Never mind. There we go. Next one is going to be that thing. Just a little bit of that. Oh, good. And lastly, a little bit of power. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Yeah, get rid of that. Cool. Son. I was like, that's not red. Spoken hard. Try this, Fable. Don't die out there. This should do it.
Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Barming. No, wait. That sounds like I'm tending to a farm.
There are a lot of farmers in Caerlin.
And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started.
You got this, Fable. Fight.
I'll try.
Have some faith in yourself. Yeah, have some faith in yourself.
Okay, I got this.
Much better.
Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... I brought you some Phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural, magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption
can pass that on to mortals like us?
Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks.
Ah, garnish, I see. They will. Thank you, Fable. It's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later.
Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I had to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory.
And I never saw them ever again. And rumor has it that the werewolf that was terrorizing that one area was munching on bones. The whole Fable will be alright. I wonder what path their faith took. Be a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Oh, hey, you. I don't know your name, but you're back, which means you like the drink that you didn't pay for. You again.
Me again.
And who are you?
My name's Shadow. Someone who wants a drink.
What kind?
Drink.
Yeah, I get it. Could you try being more specific?
Spoken hard, one tasted. Fine.
Thank you. Another one, okay. Well, I already know that version. Boop. A little bit of this. Cool. That might have been too much. Here you go, buddy. That's too much as well. Nope. Good. It's difficult, stopping that with a controller. Good. Oh wait, I can just press A to get rid of it. Gotcha. Yeah, like that. Spoken hard. Let me use some of the chilies. Right now. Make it spicy. Here you go. Spoken hard just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words.
Huh. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not.
Thank you. Enjoy. You can't take that with you. Charming. You know how many, cups I need? That eldritch being inside of that portal isn't giving them back either. Actually, I don't know. Hi. You're, okay. So, is that slime your pet, or are you just coming back from a slime extermination thing? Maybe it's a party member. Careful! You'll step on my... I don't know. Careful!
You'll step on my cape!
Oh, hush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Not another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer a different line? I can confidently say, I'm all but empty.
I am far from empty.
Would you prefer a different line? I'm all but empty.
That's what they all say. Seems they've given you some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull.
I'm sure there is.
Have you checked?
No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. I'm not.
Sure. I must agree. You look much more delicious than they usually do.
Thank you. Though I should let you know I'm not on the menu.
Don't worry about him, too much about him. He's a tad quirky.
I see.
That thing on your shoulder.
Is it quirky too?
What thing? My cape!
Your cape?
That's not his cape. That green fell on his shoulders and ooze. Or what's left of it.
And the rest of it is on you?
Aye. Pretty tough to clean off.
May I ask how that happened?
You just did.
Maybe I can offer you a drink in exchange for the story in your names.
Yes, I love stories.
Well then. May I have your name?
No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederick Duquette Dusang. It's long for Kyle.
Kyle.
Kyle. Oh, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. That would just be the attack, the Southern Brawler. We'll draw this one. We'll make it spicy. Boop. That should be enough. Next is resisting. That's enough. And this one. just a drop. Just a drop of defense. There we go. The Southern Brawler. Remove infusion. I don't have an infusion. Oh, I can pet. I can pet. Aww. Hey there, Andu. Oh, by the way, you know what I figured out? You know that dog from Shashingo from last stream? Apparently you can pet it. And I didn't do it. And I hate myself for it. Here you go. Some almost blood for you, sir. Whoops. Hey, my controller's not... Okay, there you go. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite. No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable. Tough like a mountain of the caves of Ur. Or one of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Looks close enough. Coming right up. I've never made this one before. The Frosted Lagoon. Oh, here. Oh, whoops, I didn't read the flavor text. The Frosted Lagoon protects you from any physical and spiritual harm and cools you down on even the hottest of summer days. It even offers additional UV protection. What more could you ask for? A lot. $1 million. I want. Let's fill that up. And boop. Yeah, that should be enough. Next one, it looks like it's gonna be Chwam. Power. Power! The Frosted Lagoon. Howdy there, buddy. Yeah, pet. What is happening with your eyes? There we go. Straight from the Eldritch Realm. Taste of War just for you. Got your customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see you're many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks. Just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine. Guess you've earned it. Alright. Picture me deep in the mountains of Dulvermer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business. Digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. I'm not putting up an accent. That's not American. I can't, even though I kept doing that one for Conde. Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior. But when that ooze served me gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left to use anymore. Well, almost nothing.
So, did you dig out your gold?
Silly food, she dug out me. And guess what he was clinging on to?
The gold?
Oh yes, a big gold nugget should be enough to get me to Boruvia.
Boruvia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape?
I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal.
We did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was the deal again?
I get you to Boruvia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet. In return, I get the gold.
But what about my cape?
Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. Yeah, boss. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape?
Where everyone puts their cape.
Do you know where I put me capes?
Where?
In a wardrobe.
Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe, Lan?
What? No.
Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you.
We could? Phenomenal.
I could put out a quest for you, but for that we need a little more information.
Good luck with that.
First, I'll need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Boruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The Cape of Invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course.
Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to?
My wedding.
Your wedding?
When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. To show how important she was to me.
Evelyn. The vampire countess Evelyn, residing in Marrow Castle?
That would be her.
Congratulations. Are you still married?
Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted my body.
Spit it out, leech.
Oh.
What?
My cape.
Rats. Here we go again.
My sweet Evelyn stole my cape.
What now?
That little mean vicious beautiful beast. Her. That thief of thieves. Robbed me of my most precious possession.
Wouldn't that be your heart?
No. I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape. I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn. How could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had.
That's rough, buddy.
Perhaps, Innkeeper. That's your name, right?
Sure. Sure, my name's Innkeeper.
Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape from me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again.
Yes, I think we could find an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle?
Deep past the Abyss of Dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco Champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with her life. But be wary, she bites.
And she may be invisible now.
All right. I think I've got everything I need. Alright, I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through with another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Do you want stamina or do you want the lagoon? What happens if I give one or the other? Let's save. Let's save right here. Boop. It will let me do that, right? Like I don't have to keep going afterwards. Uh-oh. Well, time to find out. What was... energy. Oh, just could be this one. Rewise your synapses. No. Swift strike. Sincerity, confidence. Maybe it is just a lagoon then. Spiritual harm. From having to hear a monologue. Fine. Here's another lagoon then. Why was artificial energy, artificial stamina in bold, which means that it might be something else, right? Stamina. That would be the swift strike. Probably. Stamina. Well, for now, I guess we just make the Frosted Lagoon again. Sure. Do-do-do-do. Okay. A little bit of this. That should be enough. And a little bit of that. Well, you said you wanted the lagoon, so there you go. Do-do-do-do. Oh. Still had it with me. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Sorry, give me a second. Gotta look at something. Sorry, had to look at something. Huh, let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here, you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulder. My back is all itchy. By the dragons. Could it be? Could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh right. Innkeeper, do you have a drink that to protect me from the sun? Perchance something you can't just say perchance. Sorry, every time I see the word perchance, I think of that. Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? Afraid not. Oh. That reminds me. My Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing, beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads in all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware. I just didn't know what saliva could be so useful. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nay. Forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board.
And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among the mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me! It's very quickly becoming Teddy again, which is a little bit lower. It's almost the tingle voice that I did. Let's leave it at 2. Sangngg, will we wait for someone to do this work for him? While we wait for someone to do his work for him, you perhaps have a room or two? Possibly a room without sunlight, but wants Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. Got a couple of barred up rooms. Could stay there. How much? You could pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, crazy, tasty creature. Get out of here. Alright, let's make some quests. A banshee is haunting... No, not that one. In the river, Wyvern Chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. You might be on his menu. Lonesome Lagoon. They're not gonna be like the same color, right? That kind of thing. Like if I put this together, because they're both purple. Nah. What's she here? An unusual amount of undead seem to be haunting the west. Nope. I'm wanting that Sans chance against a grueling... Oh, right. Chimera. Whoop. There's one more? Quirky Vampire is looking for escape. He seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. Oops. Nope. I guess that'd be a different quest, right? So I don't think these can go together. Would it? At the foot of which is Wrath Peak resides Countess Evelyn. Yeah, I think that'd be a different one. Quirky Vampire is looking for escape. Seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. The one thing... Beware of the invisible stretch. Vampire last saw his cape on his wedding day before he was with the Countess Evelyn. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, these 3 can be a quest. If I put these together. Quirky Vampire is looking for his cape. A vampire lost saw his cape on his wedding day before he was wed to Countess Evelyn. And then this one is also Countess Evelyn. There we go. Complete quest. I wonder if it'll like... I'd say... If it will... Stop me if it's wrong. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he had lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife Countess Evelyn stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape. But be aware, she might be invisible. She might even be right next to us right now. Alright. According to the Marathene Hydra, Chimera's hatred for mice is universal truth, or maybe just rhymed with ice, who can say. Oh, okay. I guess that would work too. Nope, not that one. Chimera. Saliva. I'm missing something though. Oh, here you go. Wyvern Chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. Can I just like... Okay, well. I guess we do it like that. There's no faster way for me to do it? Well, yeah, with my mouse. Here you go. Yep. Chimera's hatred for mice, universal truth. Yeah, one thing stands a chance against grueling curse of the sun is Chimera Saliva. So, get it. Deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a Wyvern Chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the Chimera, the beast? The
chimera, not the vampire. And bring back a bucket of saliva? A bucket, I see. Not a little flask, a whole ass bucket. I guess if we want to make it in bulk. Yeah. Here you go, buddy. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. All right. The new friends and former friends. 59th of the wake. I guess wherever we end here, it's gonna be the end of tonight's stream. A shipment of infusions finally arrived from this morning. I have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Fable, are you alive? Please tell me you're alive. Boo. Why are you booing me? Why are you booing me? Welcome to the stream, Katie. So, Innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Lynn.
She meant to say please.
Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Yeah, thankfully you didn't die by the werewolf.
Thank you. I am.
Seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend. We ain't friends.
We're not?
Come on, don't you want to be their friend? They're lonely. They don't have anyone. Please, please hang out with them. So you two didn't form a party?
No. Oh.
Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Hey! Hey! Can't call it that. Also, I need to read the flavor text. The other two, I mean. Rhea Frostgrip, dwarf, age 175, pronoun she, her, class blacksmith, background Ur. Alignment, lawful, neutral, arcana, the world! Rhea's a hot-headed dwarf and pretty rough around the edges. She's not a fan of meaningless copy-paste NPC talk, whatever any of that means, and seems to have caught herself a lost vampire while digging for gold. Unfortunately, or so she claims, she's now stuck with him. Next one's Kyle. Vampire, age, Pronounce he, him, vampire, Aridu. Where? Chaotic neutral, the fool. Dishwater is perfect for you. I'm good. I spent a good while washing dishes at a deli, so I think I'm good there. A peculiar visitor, looking everywhere for his beloved cape. However, it seems that he has definitely lost more than just that. Possibly a few of his memories and his marbles. He was once married to Lady Evelyn, a vampire countess residing in Marrow Castle, and enjoys sunbathing. Maybe a tad bit too much. Wait, didn't I already read Lynn's profile? Lynn is a strong and fearless beast slayer with a taste for strong drinks, big swords, and even bigger muscles. She despises small talk in any way or form, and understandably for her, she keeps her distance from werewolves. Great vegetables. Wouldn't like being mistaken for one either. Great vegetables. Until sunrise. Oh, okay. Any of y'all want to take another quest for me? Specifically the Chimera one? So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Family feud?
I wouldn't call it a feud.
No!
More of a miscommunication.
No, it was a feud.
I feel like a feud implies a certain level of hostility.
I was gonna kill him.
I thought that was a joke.
It wasn't.
Oh.
But no one died?
No.
Alfie here was able to prevent that.
It's Fable.
Whatever. Does this perchance, you can't just say perchance. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest?
It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf.
Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot.
I think he's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did, kind of. I
also remember you don't want the quest, Lynn.
I didn't. Was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was.
Adventuring don't pay what it used to. Josh, are you a werewolf? Only on full moons. Only in full moons. I don't know what moon it is right now. Is it waxing? Is it waning? Is it new? Is it full? Either way.
So you steal so you steal each other's sheep? Mind your own business.
How did any of this lead to a successful quest?
Well, where do I start?
How about at the beginning?
Right. I was born on Half Crescent Dreaming Moon.
No, not that far. Of the quest, Fable.
Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel across the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the border of Tregorin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset.
You have trouble in the dark? She's a they're a wood elf. You can't trust them. They're hobos. You can trust a dark elf like me. A little bit of disparity within the elf community, I see. You have trouble in the dark?
Emotionally?
Visually?
A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I'm no owl.
Thank gods. You're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you do if you could turn your head all the way around.
Who says I can't? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing.
Not the normal kind. How dare they steal my non-binary status? That's what makes me special. Sorry, but as said by this profile right here, Fable Verafina is an elf 110 years old and goes by they them, and they are an archer. And their alignment is neutral good. I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing, at keeping quiet.
Your ears are failing at being small. Knife ears. I think that's a common elf insult.
So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep.
I was petting it.
Well, I thought she was gonna eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite.
Good. They should learn that being chaotic chaotic neutral is better. I want to be chaotic good. I want to be chaotic good.
And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down.
It confused me, all right. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them?
A polite person.
Or an insane one.
It worked, didn't it?
Because I ain't no werewolf.
He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a what?
Girl from Twilight? Bella? I never read the books myself. All I know is the name. Bella? They already mentioned Twilight earlier. They mentioned werewolves. Is like, oh, like you mean like that one romance novel? Oh, you mean the one with the vampires. Hey, are you team vampire or team werewolf? I chose werewolf.
So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, who are you? A guard? I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrible yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. If the farmers aren't watching their sheep, then you could use their wool for whatever you want. That's a lot of wool to shear, though. You gotta be careful, and you gotta be quiet, otherwise you're just gonna go meh and all that. Can you really sneak that much wool out? I mean, I guess if you just steal a sheep, kidnap the sheep, and then bring them back afterwards, if you want to bring them back, or if you want to eat them. When I gained my composure, Caerlin and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, and uneven print. Just like the stuff Uncle Dragon used to wear. That old... Hey, why can't I say that? What the... Sorry. This game is... I don't know what game this is rated. Probably T for teen. Peggy 13. I don't know. I just replace them with changelings. Blah blah. Astral plane. I don't know anything about D&D. I don't know what changelings are. Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Fuck! Anyway, it was just like Uncle Dragon. Smelled like Uncle Dragon. Fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know? Hadn't seen that old man in years. Wasn't coping about it by joking. It's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yeah. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left. Ran away without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind, where he'd senseless. Excuse me. Then how you mass produce yourself to every grocery store in all the plains? I am just there. It's not that there's copies of me, it's just that I'm there. And you can't really think about it too hard. I'm the same person all around. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. I always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get rid of those problems as far away from everyone as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right at both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop long enough for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. But they must have believed me because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. Thank you? I sat them down and did my best to be an unsurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me.
Sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them.
What?
You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop 2 angry wolves?
Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out Mr. Dragon and Caerlin are miscommunication.
Feud.
The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course.
No, it ain't. If we had known, we would have helped them best we could. At the very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons.
He didn't think that would have been enough. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things. Or Vukaken things, so to speak.
Vukaken. Every time I say Vukaken, it just makes me think I'm saying Bukake.
Trying to find a cure. Trying to avoid the moon. Trying to find a place to sleep. Stealing sheep. That's something they have in common.
The sheep.
No, the stubbornness. And the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them.
And you got them to do that? A little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to.
Maybe.
How'd it go?
Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a greatsword in his gut.
Wonderful.
Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing.
Yet he got so obsessed with a cure that he still can barely control himself.
We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you.
I should introduce you to Absu VT. She's a cool. I know Absu. Yeah. Absu and I know each other. They're very yeah. Ghosts of your childhood friend in all realities. I drew them once. Plays a lot of horror games as well. From what I've seen.
But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We played charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the fates of the 7 moons and secrets of the moon signs.
Sounds like a bunch of...
It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Draken to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy. Lycanthropy. Lycanthropy. Lycan. Sounds great.
It is. It's a happy ending.
I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new.
So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another?
Exactly. Like a what would you call it? Perhaps the quest to fetch the Arkenstone is gonna end up with a Dark Lord coming back to power and a little hobbit having to take a ring all the way to a volcano. See? One adventure leads to another.
I like that.
So after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together?
Got offered to spend a day at the settlement.
But they don't have anything strong enough for my taste.
Plus, Alfie was dying to get back here. Talking about how they needed to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest.
I'm glad you did.
He also started crafting something with the werewolves.
No, I don't want to work for another Dark Lord. You know how many of them off by weirdos from other worlds? Isekai heroes always come in to defeat the demon kings and the Dark Lords and all that.
Said something about being about it being for you, Innkeep.
What was it? I wasn't paying attention. They also started crafting. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise.
That wasn't that hard, was it?
Well...
So, drink. What can I offer you, Lynn?
Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which, I mean, make me the usual. Strength never gets old.
Okay, it's just a Southern Brawler again. Gotcha. Here you go. Oops. Oop. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's a Frosted Lagoon. There we go. And we'll give you some of these. You know what? Here you go, buddy. Just drink that just in general. I just wanted to give that to you. Cool. Wow, these flasks are never ending. Good for me, right? Do I ever need to recharge them? It seems like they're bottomless. Nice little charm to them. There we go. The Southern Brawler. Save. There we go. Fate Zero opening. I don't think I know the Fate Zero opening. Yeah, I know General Fate's like the original opening of Fate's Stay Night, which is Disillusion, and I know Brave Shine, which is Unlimited Blade Works opening. But unfortunately, I don't know the Fate Zero opening. So I'll give you the chance to choose another song. First, I gotta find my kazoo and do Unlimited Blade Works. Okay. Sorry, Unlimited Wade Burks. So I think it goes. Oh my goodness. I accidentally knocked it out of my own mouth. But that was Unlimited Blade Works opening. The Ufotable one. Technically, I could have cheated it because the opening for Unlimited Blade Works and the visual novel Fate Stay Night is still Disillusion. So, I could have just gone... That would have been cheating now, wouldn't it? Anyways, here you go. The Southern Brawler. Surprise.
Not bad. You should do this professionally.
You could have done Emiya. I do this professionally. Now I'll think about it. Fable, what about you?
Do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses.
Well, y'all never pick anything new. What? Yo, okay. No, I'm guilty of that too. I'll always pick the same food at a restaurant. So I guess I'm not one to talk. Except this one time that I went to a restaurant that I went to a couple of times and I ordered something new.
Had a stressful day, night, morning, sequence of events.
Josh, please don't give people any mana to fade away. No, I'm a virgin, so I'm keeping it that way. I'm trying to become a wizard. So, I got 3 more years until I become a wizard. No one's stealing my mana. I'm not letting anyone have my mana. 2, 3. Cool. Next one, it looks like it's going to be this. Brains. And then last one, each one. Besides, if it ever does happen, it's just going to be a cutaway to dolphins. Was it dolphins or was it something else? I feel like it was dolphin. It was some sort of animal. In the censored version of the visual novel. Those weren't my favorite parts of the visual novel. They weren't written very well. Although I think it might have been just like an afterthought. Those parts. The H scenes. Here you go.
Thank you. Wow, this is perfect.
I look tired. Have you considered sleep?
They do look like they're gonna pass out any second.
So do you.
Maybe sleep is a good idea. Caerlin, do you have a place to sleep?
Okay, gotcha. That little dude up there is just standing in midair.
Hi! I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent.
It's depressing. I have a room available. You could stay there. Don't mind the dwarf and the vampire there, though.
Sounds good. How much?
I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. It's Captain Picard.
Fine. Later, Elfie. See you late.
Fast.
No,
don't cry. Don't cry, it's okay. Are you heading home, Fable?
Yeah. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything's still growing correctly.
Maybe take a nap first.
Yeah, that too.
Did you enjoy your first quest?
I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming.
Have you considered that you weren't pretending? Yes, very good job. Maybe you should order that drink more often. How rude. I need to make sure they have confidence. So, have you considered that you weren't pretending?
You
did well, Fable.
Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure.
I think this is just the beginning.
That would be nice. Do you think I'm gonna save the world one day?
It's a very tall order.
You're right. I'm not cut out for that.
I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end.
Right. But if
it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help.
Maybe you should ask Caerlin first, but I'd be happy to be second.
We'll see.
Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song.
Or a sad one.
Or both. I'm gonna head home now.
Do that. I'll stock up on your quests for you.
Can't wait. See you soon.
All they need is a useless human from another world. It's the only way I make money. Well, 1, there's gotta be a demon lord. 2, there's gotta be a weird king. 3, there's gotta be summoning magic. And 4, there's gotta be just people getting hit by trucks. So that's what you're gonna need in order to get your human. You Good evening to you too. Oh, you want to take a quest? Nice.
This quest.
Was it?
It wasn't here yesterday.
It's correct.
It seems dangerous
It is.
and mysterious.
Sure.
Like me.
You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Is this just a gimmick to you? Are you just doing this on purpose? You know how much those bloody truck cost? I don't know. I don't drive trucks. Why don't you just U-Haul or something? I don't know how much U-Haul costs to rent. You can just get one of those. It doesn't have to be fancy. It could even be a, what do you call? Just a big truck, a freaking Silverado or something. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name.
Zephyr.
Did the wind carry you in?
Maybe. Sounds cool, right? No. My legs. I want that quest.
Well, you could have it.
Not just literally. Physically. Emotionally.
Emotionally?
I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle. To get that cape. I mean... Yes.
Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to.
So you know the castle?
Yeah,
It seems... strange.
it is. A vampire lives there.
I heard rumors. Whisperings. Of a strange fiendish woman residing there.
What a coincidence. Me too.
Has she ever frequented your tavern?
No, not recently.
But she has?
Once. Had a vampire mixer.
Interesting. So she was only there at night?
Yeah,
Would you say she was unnaturally pale?
no. She had a lot of makeup on. Oh, let me read your, stuff. Jeffa. He, they. Gotcha. Oh man, there's no... There's no, information about them. Background from Themis. Alignment, chaotic good. Arcana, the Zemoon. Zemoon. No, she had a lot of makeup on.
Below that mask.
Sure, yeah. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that.
What kind of drink did she order?
Blood.
And just... You sell blood?
Of course.
Whose blood?
Don't worry about it. Unless you want to become part of my inventory, don't worry about it, man. Did you hear about the wolves avoiding the castle?
Really? All of them?
Yeah. She has a lot of werewolf traps set up. But all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. There's a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody.
Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive.
Or for a goth. Sounds like my kind of home. I think I'm gonna try and room with this,
Evelyn.
goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so.
Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worthy the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude.
I suppose.
Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed.
What? Oh, is that me? Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat.
Not if it's cursed.
Especially then.
Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences.
The consequences of being you?
Exactly.
Definitely sounds like you know what you're doing.
Of course I do. I am one with the shadow and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there.
So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right?
Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills.
What about some interior decorations?
Like what, for example?
Just something pretty. It's just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration.
Like a chair?
Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a little bit empty.
Wait, you're being serious?
Absolutely. Excuse me. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern.
I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed.
Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. What do I pay these people, by the way? Because I'm setting up the quest, which means I must be giving them a reward. Do I have money? Do they pay me?
Sounds like I'll need a few stamps.
Me? Would you like some?
No, too traceable.
How about a drink then?
I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets.
How about a joke?
Secrets.
I need information.
Secrets. I have many.
Grant me one.
I shall.
Joshua fit the battle around Jericho, around Jericho, around Jericho. Joshua fit the battle around Jericho, and the walls come tumbling down. What?
I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy, I could spend hours just watching you from afar.
That's definitely a secret.
You clean a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Like you thought they might trip straight into the monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with a knife.
All right. Enough secrets.
All right then, keep your secrets.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. That was a horrible Ian McKellen. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them.
Infusions. Intriguing. What foul magic do you have to offer?
For your purposes, I think you would benefit from either some fake crystals or a frozen pine cone. Frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They could help you form a giant frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fake crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible. Eventually, and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some Phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful in your situation.
Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking to
explore?
I fear that Lady Evelyn may be one of the undead nature. So I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing.
Did it say what Zephyr is? Dwarfkin. Air Echo. You are I've never heard of an air echo before. Are you just like what? Like a wind elemental or something? Elemental?
Though that does sound appealing.
Strength I can do. Some frost armor would help with the fangs.
Or perhaps, a smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To out-stealth her and steal the key from right under her pale nose. So that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility would help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision and keep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it?
I'm gonna give you the dexterity one because I think I want the vampire to be alive for a future thing. Who knows, maybe they'll show up here. Maybe there'll be a fight. I'm gonna keep the vampire alive instead of killing them. Evelyn, now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster's shape so that I can mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Let's give it a try. Well, okay. So, I could put the infusion at any point? Like that? So what I'm trying to make is, I'm gonna make the Swift Strike. Make you speedy. Speed you up. Save. 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 Okay. Sure. Oh, what? It didn't register. Nope. Wrong one. There we go. Alright. So, that. No, that. Right? That's what that does, right? Here you go. Frozen pine cone. It's something hard to tell which ones are magic. It's sometimes hard to tell which ones are magical ingredients and which ones are just regular frozen pine cones. Either way, they seem to get a job done. Frost armor is the ultimate solution when it comes to protection against anything, whether physical or magical. A bit cold, but nothing a blanket can fix. Fey crystal, much like the playful Fey, they are named after Fey crystals deceive. They are not actually crystals, but magical plants handmade by Sealy sages, wishing to share their magic gifts with the world. Invisibility. Invisibility is the perfect aid for stealth quests as well as hunting. Very helpful for avoiding fights entirely. And finally, the Phoenix Chili. The next Phoenix Chili, the rare Phoenix Chili is found natively only near the charred valleys of the burning peaks. Though an invasive species, it is delicious. Fire resistance. Fire resistance is great when fighting enemies that wish to burn you to ashes. Helps a bunch when fighting against draconic creatures, but is not protect against lava. But can you? I know, like, can you like treat lava like a very hot sauna if you eat enough of these things, maybe? Okay, well, let's just put you in there. Boop. There you go. And now we'll make it. See what happens, yeah? Okay, next one is fun. Good. Next you. That is it, right? Yeah. Did I mess up? It didn't seem to. Okay, well, it does say no. Undo did he? Here didn't do it. So remove. Oh. I see. Well, first things first, I'm the realist. Oh, wait, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, put that back up. I'm going to... Here you go, buddy. Drink that. Down the hatch with you. Okay. Remove the infusion. Let's try that again. Maybe make it first and then put it back. Kirameneo! Kirameneo, mai! Okay, next. You. No, now! Now put it in there! Actually, I don't even know if that works. Oh, I see. No, I think I see. So it kind of took shape of this ingredient right here. So now all I have to do is use this thing. And that should, yep, makes a Swift Strike. I see how it is. I didn't even notice that change. Here you go. Have fun with this. Doesn't look different. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath? Not quite. That's a good name. May I steal it?
You don't ask for permissions before you steal something and keep. And it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade.
I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath?
Good one.
I keep thinking your small clone. He's an ahoge. That guy right there. He could be. I have a small one, anyway. Well, I don't really consider it an ahoge. It's just a little bit of an antenna. Like right there. See, like right there. Right there. Right there. It's not necessarily an ahoge. It's just a little antenna. It's not very expressive. I thought of a joke at one point where I very dramatically keep changing the size of it. But I don't know how to pull that off.
Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire.
You don't find garlic scary?
No, only the absence of it.
Ah, you're Italian. That makes two of us.
Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are swift and quiet as a wind. And if she can't see me. Goodbye, Innkeep. I would pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the Realm Keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave, or for a good story. Farewell.
Ooh, information. What kind of information do I got from you? Zephyr is a difficult character, so to say. They're so caught up in their own fantasies of an edgy rogue that they seem to be stuck talking or brooding like one too. He likes all things dangerous and mysterious, or at least he pretends he does. He's dare I say it, Chuny.
Farewell.
Or for a bitter end. Oh, hey. How are you? Have a nice sleep? Oh, you're taking one too? Wow, your hair is long.
I'm taking this quest. And a drink.
That's racist. No, it's not. Great. Did you sleep well?
What?
Sleep. How was it?
Fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages.
Sounds like you needed it.
No. Your beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up.
Of course. My apologies. I'll make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation?
I think I already said that. Make me something strong that'll wake me up. And keep me up. And keep me up too.
Something to wake you up, huh? I guess that would be... Ow! How dare you? I guess that would be... this one. Rewires your synapses. Or it could be that. Thing is, you're giving me that, attack. You're giving me the attack, symbol on that, which must mean that you want Southern Brawler. Can you please order something else? Everyone just orders the same thing. Well, no. Zephyr got 2 different drinks. Let's save. I don't exactly know what you want. But I guess, you know, depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. Sure. Something strong. Oh, it literally said strong. I was focused on the, make my brain work aspect of it. Literally says strong. Oop. Dang it, I keep doing that. There you go. Add a little bit of that. Oop. Add a little bit of this. And maybe a little bit of this. You didn't ask for any abilities, so I'm not going to give you anything. Southern Brawler! What a furry wants. What a furry needs. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Take this. I call it, well, you already know what it is. Something strong coming right up.
That is strong. It's the right amount of too much.
Maybe I should call this drink the Caerlin. Maybe I should call this drink the Caerlin.
No, you shouldn't. Anyway.
What was it?
The quest.
Yes, the quest.
I'm taking it.
So you said. What? What? Which quest are you even taking? Is it the, well, it's gotta be the Chimera. I say it's my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned.
It's been hours since I've done anything. But, sleep, chat, and drink. Getting angsty. Not angsty, antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am.
I think that's called boredom. So a goat and lion with a snake tail. Yeah. Chimera. We needed saliva in order to help a vampire walk in the sun.
It's torture.
That too. I can take it on? Can I? Am I an isekai hero? Maybe. I'll have the buffs for it, so I can be OP and all that. My OP ability will just be hammer space, so I can like carry a bunch of stuff with me. Item box. It's gonna be like an item box. That was legend. It's like that was only told in legend. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from my chimera for a vampire sunscreen. Couldn't get more reckless than that.
It could by taking Elfie along.
Fair point. Please don't.
I won't. So the saliva for a vampire?
Vampire sunscreen.
Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves?
It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fires don't... Oh, maybe I should have given you the fire resistance then. Also, if everyone just did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles.
Suppose that'll be terrible for your business.
Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? Actually, I wonder what would happen if I did that. So in this case, knowing that it's a wyvern chimera, I'm gonna load, see what happens. Oh no, this one. Why'd I make a second save? Huh?
No, not a real one.
Wait, what was that? Did I accidentally save? Oh no! Oh no! No, it says load right here. Oh, it's an autosave. Gotcha. Okay, let's see what happens if I make this for you. Here you go. Actually, how much is... What does this do to it? Boop. Yeah. That's good. Do that. And a little bit of... that. There you go. The Southern Brawler. See if that works up for you. Well, there's a lot of 30s something salary guys, isekais now, so you should be able to find work to stay out of my castle you saving. I'm not even 30, so I'm not qualified for that. 3 more years and then I will. Something strong coming right up.
That is strong.
So I gave you something a little bit of extra. Don't worry about it. It's gonna help you. Don't you worry. I guess I gotta be proactive in that. It's like reading between the lines on what they're about to do and then giving them something for it. Unless they're supposed to ask it for me in the first place. But, you know, wyvern chimera. There's gotta be a bit of dragon in there and gotta be a little bit of fire. In fact, I literally said that. So, yeah. Have this. I miss Fable.
Getting antsy. It's torture.
That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest. Okay, keep going until we get to where we need to.
Vampire sunscreen.
Here we go, and here, indeed.
Have you ever
encountered a chimera before?
No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian?
Depends. Are you religious?
Guess not.
Then no.
Would it be if I was?
Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians of the protectors by the protectors of the realm. Never too early to prep, exactly. I got 3 years to prep. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine.
Good thing you ain't a priest. Do a piss poor job.
Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about?
I ain't worried.
Okay. Nervous.
Ain't that either.
Then what is it?
Excitement, I suppose.
Excitement.
Don't laugh.
Not laughing. What was it?
I'm asking. Oh. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. I've always sort of wanted to.
Why haven't you?
Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one.
It seems like a great opportunity for you then.
It is.
Was it about the Guardians?
It's less about the guardians, more about what created it. And maybe a little about the Chimera. It's got a dragon head, right?
Yeah, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So, let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons? And chimeras with dragon heads?
They're cool. Also, when I was little, my Baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on their journey. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm's keepers themselves. Had a little keepsake from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she...
Passed?
left. One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time.
Your family has a relieving problem.
At least she left her savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers.
Did she ever tell you about wyvern chimeras?
No, it's the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one I think, but never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return.
I'm sure you will. You could tell the story to me. I don't know if I can make a good Baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. Fairy Dog Man knows what the realms are, but Gas Bagging Manager doesn't. Lynn's a woman. Lynn's a woman. Excuse you, she, her. I don't know anything about wyverns. And wyvern chimeras.
I don't think about it. You already got me talking too much.
This is talking too much. I like her smile. So, you like dragons?
Oh, so you like dragons?
I do. Dragons are cool. Dragon! They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical.
They are. Fascinating. And magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic. And their wings.
You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. Unless you killed them.
I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic.
Why not?
I like my sword. And my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone. Not even dragons.
A little help never hurt anyone.
A little self-reliance don't either.
If you say so. Doesn't that mean you don't wanna drink the peppy up, Lynn?
You didn't say that.
I see. That doesn't count as help?
It's a prepayment for me taking on your quest.
Sure. You'll be able to hear what I have Then I have some incredible infusions. Okay, now I'm supposed to do it. Okay. Then I wasn't supposed to do it. I thought I was gonna like sneak it in so that she'd be like, oh my god, I got fire resistance in that battle. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm just gonna help you. Wyverns are dragonkin. Tastes like spicy chicken, or what you humans call buffalo wings. But buffaloes don't have wings. Buffaloes can't fly unless it's a buffalo wyvern. Sorry, buffalo chimera. Nah, sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of boost for this body wouldn't hurt. They're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I'd need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. I already gave one to you, by the way. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on top of the trickery, no, one's enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. So chili's only gonna work with the defense. Good ruse intelligence to Dragons are meant to be tricky, aren't they? Something like that. Do I make her kill the dragon? Or do I make her play a trick? I mean, look at Bilbo. You know, tried to trick Smaug. Didn't really work out for him though. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. Let's make the sparking. No, not sparking. Yeah, sparking nebula. I haven't made that one yet, have I? The distilled flavors of the cosmos, the sparkling nebula fizzes on your tongue and rewires your synapses, inspiring great ideas and even greater stories. Storytellers and scholars alike can broaden their horizons with a taste of the stars. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Oops, wrong button again. Here we go. Go ahead and do that. So first, I'm gonna need a little bit of this thing. All the way to the top. Cool. And now, I guess, the rest of the way over here. Yeah, that's about it. Cool. Here you go. Good undo. Good undo. 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 Figured it out. Thanks. Hope you season with some trickery. It does feel weird. My brain is sparkling. No refunds. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe you should sunbathe less then. It might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. Oh, and you're gonna find, if you go to that mangrove, you are gonna find, Fable there. Take them with you. They need to be braver. I'll be waiting to hear your exploits upon your return. If I return. Here you go, buddy. You like that? I don't have any information for more quests now, do I? Maybe not yet. Oh yeah. Next day, Starlight Sonata. Too bad we're not gonna be doing that. Yup. Save. Save for a second time, just to be sure, and save for a third time because you can. Cool. That is gonna be the end of tonight's stream with Tavern.
Thank you for stopping by. Let's see who we have available for us to raid for tonight. Let's raid Ashbro.
Espro. Virtue. All right, they have follower subscriber chat only though, so I'm gonna forego the raid message. Sorry, that was Tavern Talk. Next time I'm gonna be streaming is gonna be on Saturday for undisclosed game until I figure out which one. After that, Sunday for more Legend of Legend, Majora's Mask, and then Tuesday and Thursday for more undisclosed games until I figure those out as well. We got about 2 weeks until I go on vacation, so we'll see what games we can play. Until then, great vegetables. But thank you everyone for stopping by. Oh, I'm late. Hope you had a good show. Oh, sorry about that. But thank you for stopping by, Spooky. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're gonna be raiding tonight. But thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful rest of your time zone. And with that being said,
I hope your shopping experience has been wonderful. And remember that you're always good to go when you shop at Cujo's.
good night.
Thank you.